When the two most important entrepreneurs of our generation, Musk, the founder and CEO of Tesla, as well as Jack Ma, the founder and creator of Alibaba, debate. It's one of the most important debate of our future. So we dive into the long debate from China, from the conference of artificial intelligence. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. I summarized it and put the highlights of it. Stay tuned. So the debate actually starts with a general opinion about AI by Elon Musk, who thinks that he believes that AI can be very, very advantageous and can overtake the humanity if we are not careful. You know, he stated this in the past, of course, very, very often, and that's why he have this company Neuralink and other companies like OpenAI that are watching closely the AI business and try to join humanity with the AI possibility. On the other hand, Jack Ma is thinking that AI can help understand the humans better, why we are humans and the humanity, and help the humanity to get to the next level, not only from medical wise, also technology wise, but also to live better, to enjoy more life, because all the hard work and jobs, daily jobs and tasks of the humans will be taken over by computers. You know, they can calculate better than us. This is the general things that they how they start into the debate, and let's go to the first point. So one of the first topics they are debating is going to Mars, if it makes sense for us humans or not, and what is the vision of both of them. So Elon Musk obviously starting, you know, that humans have to go to Mars. Humans are having right now a small window to go to Mars, and he says, or his main statement actually is that we don't know how long this window stays open. You know, maybe, I don't know, if there's a big natural disaster that, you know, can end humanity, or maybe there's AI coming faster than expected, and so on and so forth. So he believes, you know, we should use this opportunity. You know, the technology is almost there, a couple of years still to go to send people to Mars, and he thinks it's a normal and natural to go for a species to go multiplanetary and obviously move, you know, same like a couple of hundreds of years ago, people stayed in their continent, in their country, and then they moved to other continents and other countries, like Columbus went to America. However, you know, he thinks it's very, very important to move on, so to have two different, let's say, worlds where people and humans can develop. So Jack Ma on the other side is telling that he's actually joking in the beginning. He says, like, you know, he's just coming from there, and, you know, he don't see that big benefit for humans right now. He thinks that there's a lot of things to do on Earth first before diving multiplanetary for humans, which I totally understand, and I think there's a lot of big problems to solve on Earth, like, you know, making the world sustainable. You know, you have the financial debt crisis, which need to be solved. You know, more and more debt is coming. There is, you know, wars worldwide. So there's a lot of problems here on Earth that for sure need to be solved, and AI will help to solve them. And with AI coming a new era to humans. So Jack Ma on the one side, he thinks it's, you know, priority is Earth. Elon Musk thinks priority is Mars in the future thinking. So let's dive to the next point right now. So before diving into the topic, two news and updates for this channel. First of all, of course, you know, you can see it already, I am vlogging with a new camera, back to high definition on this channel, because, you know, as you're watching this channel, you maybe know that I lost my camera on an KLM flight in Europe, which was very, very bad. So I got a new camera just today. So of course, going back to the high definition, high quality vlogs here at the Wolf of Dubai. And second, I came back from a Saudi Arabia business trip, so back on daily vlogs, and this will be good for you because you are looking forward for breaking news and vlogs about channels, stock market, investing. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and smash that like up button. So the next discussion from the two is actually on jobs and how AI will impact jobs, because there's a lot of debate outside. Of course, is AI taking over jobs and so on. So Jack Ma actually saying that yes, definitely there will be less and different jobs. With every new technology, the people are scared to lose their job and new jobs are created and so on and so forth. So nobody use horses anymore to travel. So the people who steered the horses is no longer anymore, but therefore we have pilots, we have drivers and so on. So you can see that where he is going with his argument. He believes that the usual world of work and jobs will change dramatically. He believes that AI is taking over a lot of the parts that people don't want to use anymore or don't want to do anymore. Therefore, people will enjoy life more. He thinks that we will work only 4 days a week and 4 hours per day, because a lot of the things will be done by AI or by robots. So we will have more time to enjoy. And I remember this, he mentioned this already in another interview that I watched before, studying Jack Ma. Especially, he's saying that, with less and less work, we will enjoy life more with art, singing, dancing, and so on, which I think it's in the end a positive thing. If you remember a couple of 100 years ago, there are more and more people working heavily. Like your grandfather and my grandmother, they worked maybe 14 hours per day every day on farms and so on. And this is reduced to 5 days a week, maybe 8 hours per day or 7 hours per day, wherever you live and what kind of job you do. So you see the workload and the work time is actually less and less and less with the advantage of the technology. Elon Musk, on the other side, he believes that you should definitely look for jobs if you're now learning jobs or consider taking a new jobs, a new direction, or studying or going to university. Go for engineering, go for physics, go for software development. This kind of jobs are really safer than others, because with robots and AI there will be some job cuts, definitely, because robots in the core can do things much better than us physically and mentally. AI will be so smart in the end that they can calculate better and so on. So, but this is something that we will discuss in the next category, education. However, Elon Musk was quite sure and answered in this way that you should definitely go in this. He actually said that the last job on Earth will be most probably the software development of AI, until the point where AI will take over and write its own code. Now the next point is on education. So Jack Ma is thinking that the educational system worldwide is flawed, especially with AI coming. We are learning to memorize. AI can much more and better memorize than us. We are learning to calculate. AI can calculate by its own or much better than us. We learn to run, to make sports, to be good at sports. A robot can run much more faster than us. So you can see that where Jack Ma is going, he believes and states that AI will do much better things than us. So actually he thinks that the educational system have to change from ground up. And Elon Musk believes that, and this is where he's going with Neuralink. He believes that at one point education will be not so important anymore, because actually you will be able to upload anything to your brain if there is an interface with your brain and AI. So let's say you want to fly in helicopter, so you just upload the helicopter program and you can fly potentially a helicopter. Well, by then time the helicopters will fly by its own, same like for cars. But anything, if you want to know the history of Europe. You just upload it within a nanosecond and know everything about Europe history, and that's why it's so important, why we are going further with the interface. This is the opinion of Elon Musk, and I think this is the right way and the future of our technology. Now comes the most debated and most heated thing in this whole debate between Elon Musk and Jack Ma. They are speaking, or Jack Ma starting with the statement that he thinks AI can never be smarter than a human, and by that he means that he believes that the AI can be cleverer than humans, like in calculating special things. But Elon Musk disagree heavily, and I really want to show you exactly what happens, and that's why look at the snippet video of this heated debate, how it really went.
Humans can never create another animal that is smarter than humans. Especially when you have so many smart people, it's impossible to make another smart people.
I very much disagree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing we should assume is that we are very dumb, and we can definitely make things smarter than ourselves. I mean, they didn't used to be humans, right? So our early civilization was very primitive. We didn't have any technology really. We're just like running around, you know, trying to not get eaten or just trying to survive a winter. Now we have like heating and we grow food. This is all new stuff. So, you know, things have obviously gotten way more smarter than the past, way smarter. So that's going to continue. We are not the last step in evolution. So the most important thing, like I said, the most important mistake I see smart people making is assuming that they're smart. They're not.
Yeah. So give me an example, what animals or things that a human being made that is smarter than human beings?
Well, computers actually are already much smarter than people on so many dimensions. We just keep moving the goalposts. So we used to think, like, for example, being good at chess was an example of a smart human. And then Kasparov was crushed by Deep Blue in '97. That was a long time ago. 22 years. I mean, right now your cell phone could crush the world champion at chess, literally. Go used to be thought of as something that humans were better at than computers. Then Lee Sedol was beaten 4-1 by AlphaZero. Then a new version of AlphaZero, oh, sorry, I should say AlphaGo. AlphaGo beat Lee Sedol 4-1. Then there's AlphaZero. AlphaZero crushed AlphaGo 100-0. Now it's just pointless because it just keeps playing itself. Humans are trying to play a computer Go is like trying to fight Zeus. It's not going to work. Hopeless. We are hopelessly inadequate. In terms of rendering, basically, there's just a smaller and smaller corner of intellectual pursuits that humans are better than computers, and that every year it gets smaller and smaller, and soon we will be far, far surpassed in every single way, guaranteed. 100%. Or civilization will end. Those are the two possibilities.
Okay. Yeah, my view is that computer may be clever, but human beings are much smarter.
Yeah, definitely not.
Clever is very academic, is knowledge-driven. Smarter is experience-driven. Computer is smart, is clever, but it's human being. We invented a computer. I never see a computer invented a human being. This is my first point. Second point is that about a Go play chess. It's stupid to compete with a computer on play Go. Just like 100 years ago, when human beings created cars, so human beings said, I can run faster than a car. It's impossible. It's only stupid people to compete with a car who run faster.
So coming to the conclusion, I really like that, you know, these big entrepreneurs and people who really was successful by seeing the future, you know, Jack Ma with the future of e-commerce and build up Alibaba, and Elon Musk, of course, with sustainable things and products, of course, very, you know, in a rocket business, shooting to the new universe. So I love the conversation, I love the ideas, you know, Jack Ma more on the humanitarian side and Elon Musk very deep technical and straight to the point. So you see even the two personalities, there are different views on the AI. I would love to know your take on the future, because it's so important. AI will be so big part of our business. You know, companies, fund companies like for example, SoftBank are investing mainly on the point what is AI, which companies are very strong in AI, like Uber, Google, Facebook, you know, and that's why it's so important for our future. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe.